Big time fan, ready to level up your energy? Let's talk W, the brand that's all about being big time fan, ready to level up your energy? Let's talk W Energy Drinks, the brand that's all about being better. Born from one guy's issue with the major big energy drinks, low quality ingredients, and weak flavors, W's taking on big energy with clean, high quality drinks that taste unreal. W's got no sugars, no artificial flavors, no dyes, and 0 calories. It's jitter free, crash free, and packed with over 15 unique custom made flavors that thousands of people are loving every single month. From humble beginnings to taking on the giants, W's all about giving you clean, high quality energy that tastes incredible. So whether you're grinding at work, hitting the gym, or just need a boost to your day, grab energy drink from W. Be better, feel better. Let's get it. And as a special offer to our big time listeners, W is offering you 10% off your order when you use the code BIGTIME during your checkout. That's Big Time, BIGTYME, to get your 10% off at W.GG.
Got a story I need to tell about the world and how it's world. From police brutality to climate change, we gotta talk, no fat for shame. Relationships can be so tough, but we need to talk not just to love, about trust, love, and where it stands. In our hearts, let's break that chain. Let's talk about it, let's not hide. The truth is what makes us thrive. From politics to private fears, we need to hear each other's ears. Sometimes it feels like we're alone, but together we can make a zone where every voice is heard and seen. Let's make a change. It's time to begin. Workplace issues, gender gaps, equality. Let's not stop fast about pay, respect, and power. Let's stand up for what's true. Mental health, it's time.
This week we are making a little change. You know, we plan and God laughs. So I now have a co-host, Mr. Antoine Canty, aka Tabriz. Welcome aboard.
Hello, y'all.
We're gonna have a blast, and I thank everyone for tuning in. Today is the 13th day of the government shutdown.
Yep. Closing in on 2 weeks.
Yes. Well, almost 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, more layoffs are on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Dump said.
Yeah.
If you want to know what dump is, I don't say Trump, I say dump.
Okay. That's a good word. I like that.
Yes. And I also heard, too, that beginning November 1st, the rules and guidelines for SNAP will be changing and will be effective. So,
The guidelines for SNAP.
yeah, all persons under 65
Mm-hmm.
will have to be working at least a minimum of 80 hours a month
Oh, okay. All right. So,
in order to get SNAP,
and they have to, and that whatever
or at least show that they
are working.
have
Some
applied
type of
or
job.
something. Yes.
Right.
Mhm. And
Okay.
this goes as far as the homeless. They will be losing their SNAP benefits as well, beginning November 1st.
That's terrible.
And the social services website right now has not been updated with the new regulations.
Mhm.
So I found out just by looking at Channel 8 News, and they say they have the whole list of guidelines on their website. So folks can tune in to their website to get all of the information, to find out where you stand and if you will be one of the ones that will in fact be losing your benefits. It's God would say I have a strong faith.
Yeah.
So fear is not something that we were ever given.
Right.
But I say that to say at the same time, it's a scary situation to think of so many people not knowing how they're going to make it.
Yeah. That as beneficial as a SNAP may be, I think we've all lost touch with the fact that anything that's given can be taken away.
Right. Especially when we have to depend on the government for our livelihood.
Right. And, a lot of us live our lives in such a way where we don't even really pay attention to stuff happening like that because we in what we in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird that we don't find the things that are important outside of our lives to be not as important.
Right.
They're supposed to be important. The things outside are just as important inside.
Yeah.
The question is, what do you find just as important that you would find important inside?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that out there. It's just rougher when you leave.
Right.
So, I think we just, as a community, I feel like we took it for granted.
We did.
And when it goes away, I don't know what that's going to look like.
Right.
I don't. Like, the last pod, that conversation by itself is just, you got to think about stuff like that. Because you never know if it'll go away.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to have to go out here and do it the way everybody else doing it.
Right.
So then where's the, if you were capable of doing that beforehand, why not just continue to?
Right.
But, if assistance is needed, it will be given. But just know that it's called assistance for a reason. It's not permanent. It's just to help you.
Right.
Don't let it be a lifestyle. Just help.
Right.
And some of us do need help.
We do. We do.
Let's not forget the fact that some of us need the help. But let's not give people that may not really need it a reason to not give it to somebody else.
The blanket umbrella.
Right. Because somebody else might need it more than you.
Right.
They can need it right now and you don't.
Definitely the elderly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Especially the elderly.
Definitely.
Especially.
With the government, the Senate is supposed to meet again tomorrow to see if they can come to some kind of agreement to reopen the government. And they don't feel that this issue about health care is a real issue. They don't consider the need for the subsidies in Obamacare significant. They just don't. I'm what a person who benefits from Obamacare and the subsidies. I am what that looks like.
Right. Yeah.
I am disabled. I may not look like I'm disabled.
Right.
But I'm partially blind. I'm unable to work.
Right.
I am on Social Security disability.
Right.
And I receive a subsidy for my insurance.
Exactly.
Without that subsidy, I would be paying $531 a month for my Cigna insurance.
And this is the same state that'll deem you legally blind but won't give you any benefits.
Exactly.
How does that make sense?
So I don't even know if Congress sat down and actually listened to people like me.
No.
And saw what we look like and listened to what we have to say, if they would get it, because they're not in it.
Yeah. I mean, here's the funny part about those very same people. They walk among us.
Hmm.
How is it that you walk among us but don't understand us?
Right. And you don't always have to look like what you're going through.
You don't. You don't. But if you walk among us, then you've become us. Your job does not quantify how much wrong you plan on doing.
Hmm.
Because if it does, then you are even worse than the type of person that's willing to do the very worst for the very reason that they just want to do it.
Right.
It ain't got nothing to do with where they work, how they do their job.
Exactly.
It's all about what they want to do and how they feel while they want to.
Right. Exactly. So while they deliberate on whether this is a necessity or not, they have not yet told the people, okay, well, if we take Obamacare away, what's next?
Right. Yeah.
Are we still required to maintain insurance, or we'll get fined when we go to file our taxes at the end of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what's in place right now. You got to check that box to let them know whether you've had insurance for the whole year. Will that still be a requirement? Because people aren't going to have insurance
Yeah.
come
No,
January
like,
1st.
and
That's a wrap. And open enrollment starts November 1st.
right. And that's closing in.
Mm-hmm. And we put these people in their seats, but they aren't working for us.
Well, here's the good news and the bad news about due process. Why is it that you can use people against people? What is there to gain from hate? Why take something that people need if really you need it too?
Good question. Good question.
I'm trying to figure out what taking health care from people you are supposed to be protecting does for you.
Well, you want me to tell you what's going on?
I think so.
If it was called Trump Care,
They'd be all over
we'd have everything we needed.
it. Right.
And at this point, I don't give a damn. Let's call it Trump Care. Let's just go and call it Trump Care. If
Yeah.
that's going to give the people what they need,
Uh-huh.
let's change the name. We changed the name of the Department of Defense. Let's just
Yeah.
keep on. Let's do what we have to do to feed the ego, because that's what we're doing. We're feeding the ego.
So
We're soothing the tiger.
So we basically have to be byproducts of everybody who wants to identify as anything other than male or female. Not that there's a problem with having an identity besides the two, but we shouldn't have to conform to that.
Right.
We have rights just as you do. Why should you feel like you have the right to be addressed, but we don't have a right to address it? No. You have the same right I do. The only difference is you're opposed to my right and I'm not opposed to yours.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And you're willing to flex the power of your very right even if it means diminishing another's. Why? Are you that pressed to be king of everything? Are you that pressed to be imperial over something?
I believe so.
What is up with having to be superior over others? All a bullet got to do is hit you. It don't matter who it is. A bullet hit everybody the same. If it
Right.
hits you where it hurts you, you going down. What you decide to do with your name should have nothing to do with what something outside of being human should look like.
Right.
We don't even know what that looks like, but we are trying so hard to be other than, and yet try to be normal at the same time. Like, everything that's happening is normal. Everything that's happening is normal. Us paying too much for groceries is normal now. $20 don't even fill nobody tank up no more.
No.
I remember oil changes used to be $20.
Not anymore.
For high mileage, you spend over $100. And that's understandable if inflation weren't such a thing. Because high mileage, I mean, you're driving all the time. So you're going to need that.
Right.
But I mean, we talking like, why we doing $50 oil changes, and there are people on the street that are willing to do that before they take it to a shop. There are more people that are trying to learn trades now because it is too expensive to go to a shop.
But yet they're creating a car so that you can't even do that. So, what can't I mean?
And they're gonna make it so machines fix everything that you use.
Yeah.
So where does that leave? And the funny thing is, nothing about this says it's all on black folk. No, this is everybody in America.
Right. Right.
So when the chips fall, don't look at us. We got our own destruction over here.
Yes.
Even though we can't maintain it, that has nothing to do with what America got going on.
That's
And
a
if
whole
y'all
different
can't
category.
band together as an American people and fix this problem, don't expect us to do it. You see us violent. You see us unhinged. Don't expect us to do the work, because now you have painted a picture of us that has now given you incentive to think we'll fight your battles. No. Oh, no. No. Because what we like to do, us black folk, is mind our business.
Right.
And if it ain't got nothing to do with us, we ain't finna go out there and do nothing. If it is endangering our children, that is the only time we're going to get up and do something. If it is endangering our lifestyle, that is the only time we're going to get up and do something. Because at the end of the day, we have lives that we have to live too. It ain't got nothing to do with what y'all doing. Y'all political views, y'all opinions, y'all use all of that as a means to live your life. We won't do that.
Right.
We won't do that. You will listen to the president before you listen to your boss. If your president tell you don't work, you're going to quit today. Because you voted for him and you believe in the American dream. All right, good. Okay. Keep it that way for 3 more years and see how much stuff you do not have by the time you realize that it's all gone.
And it's mind-boggling to me that a lot of the people that have lost their jobs put him into office, and they still believe in him. They still support him.
Yep.
They don't see anything wrong with his views and what he's doing.
Nope.
And a lot of those people are going to be right on in the food bank line alongside our community. It's not just affecting us.
Nope.
It's affecting all people.
Now imagine having health care taken from the people that voted for you.
Well,
What makes you think that they aren't going to at least look at you like, okay, so what exactly are you doing? Because you're saying make America great again. But how can America be great if there's no health care? You can't even take care of America. America can't be great if it's dying.
I listened to this lady. She called in to her Republican representative, and she laid him out.
Yeah.
And I felt sorry for her, but she was saying that, in fact, it might have been Hedgepeth that she was, whatever his name is, that she was talking to. But she was saying that her husband is a disabled veteran, and she has 2 small children.
Yeah.
And come November 1st, she won't have Obamacare.
So she can help
For
with
the
the
subsidies.
medication for the.
And either one or two of her children depend on this medication and treatment
Yeah.
to survive.
Right.
And she was literally crying and saying, y'all got to do something. You've got to reopen the government. Something has to be done. And he was saying about how angry he was angry all week, and people were saying that how he was so angry. And he was like, yeah, he was angry, and that it was the Democrats' fault and whatnot. He was never addressing what this woman was saying.
Of course not.
Never giving her any kind of hope, resolution, or anything to what she was saying to him. Just that, oh, it was the Democrats' fault.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't call in to hear that.
Of course not.
Knowing that it's the Democrats' fault is not going to get those babies their medicine. It's not going to help her disabled husband
No.
who fought for our country.
And yet, this is how you treat said people.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I don't get. I don't get that. How? What is it that you're really trying to do to America? What is it? Okay. I have always wondered this, but I think I got my answer, but I'm just going to spill it.
Okay.
There must have been a time where Trump was living in America and ain't nobody else have nothing but him. He had all the health care. He had the education. And they probably ain't even given to him. But it was offered to him anyway. Everything his name brought, he did not need.
Mm-hmm. You're
So-
saying he never went without anything.
So there's no need to even look at America like it needs the stuff you're taking from it. If you've had all of it and you've never seen anybody else with it the way you had it. So now you're willing to take it from people that actually need it, even if that means your constituents. What? And you want these same people to blindly follow you while you take their health care from them. What I'm trying to figure out is who is agreeing to all of this without being involved. Because whoever's agreeing is involved, but they don't think they're gonna be affected by it.
Right.
You are an American citizen just like him.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you work for him does not mean the rules don't apply to you.
Exactly. But they are afraid. Some of them are afraid.
You're afraid to stand up to him,
Mm-hmm.
but if you don't, he's going to take it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well stand up because at least you got a chance to fight back.
If they all stood their ground and stood together united, they have the power. Actually,
Republican-
they have the power over the president, but nobody has the balls to stand up and utilize said power.
Republican, Democrat, and conservative alike. He gotta go. Nothing he's doing is serving the greater good of this country.
Mm-mm.
It's not. It's just not. It's just not. Everything is because at this point we have allowed feelings to run the White House.
Yeah.
And feelings are a liability. You can't even depend on a strong one. Determination is a very strong feeling. But that can go both ways. You can be determined to do harm. That don't work for nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And in the same time, you'll be determined to do for somebody because you love them enough not to harm them.
Well, I think right now it's like you got toys, and America is a toy. The American people are toys. We're Legos. So he's gonna just put these to the side because right now he's on the revenge tour, and his tour ain't got nothing. The Breezy Bowl ain't got nothing on this revenge tour that we're on right now. And he's going down his list and he's checking and he's getting these indictments put on in here and whatnot. And meanwhile, people are going without. People are starving. People are perishing.
People go without all the time, and that can't be normal.
No.
We have a system where it can definitely fix a lot of these situations, maybe even just tweak them to the point where everybody can benefit and they don't feel like they have to. Do your feelings pay the bills? No, you work for this system. What makes you think you're not a part of it? Let's get real here. If Trump wanted to fire the whole White House, he could do it.
He feels like this is his system.
Exactly.
Like he's going to decide who gets paid. He'll decide this week.
All right.
I think he said he was going to pay a certain set of
What, those tariffs?
No, of the armed force. A certain class of them.
He gonna pay a certain amount of.
He's going to pay him.
Now
I didn't know he had a bank, but he's going to pay him.
He doesn't have any money.
He'll make the decision who gets paid and who doesn't.
Because you want to know what's gonna happen? He's gonna actually start using the White House's money.
He already has.
He doesn't have
He
money.
already has.
That's why he told us in his first term he didn't need the White House's money the whole time he been using it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not using your own money to buy McDonald's, sir. You are Donald J. Trump. You have buildings named after you. You're not buying McDonald's, brother. You cannot even relate to us buying McDonald's.
No.
You can't relate to nobody buying McDonald's. You use the government money to buy McDonald's.
He can't relate to the
Really?
American people at
Hold
all.
on.
The real American people.
Not to mention, you bought Big Macs. Who told you everybody like Big Macs? There's people that got peanut allergies.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably use peanut oil on them patties. There's probably peanut oil in mayonnaise. Not everybody wants the mac. Okay.
His thought processes
All right.
don't go that far.
Okay. So I'm going to just simplify this because I think human evolution is funny. It's very funny. You're born. You are a child with ways that child should have.
Mm-hmm.
You turn into an adult. And then you develop new ways as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
But they mirror those behaviors of the child just as an adult.
Right.
And now you are too old to be called an adult. And now you have reverted back to the stage of the child where now you have gone back to the ways of old. You are now throwing temper tantrums. It's going to get to a point, sir, where you're going to have to start wearing a diaper. We can't even take you seriously at that point.
Well, we can't take him serious now.
No,
I mean,
he is entertainment for us all.
He got his flu shot and his COVID shot, whatnot. But I thought that was something that the American people didn't need that.
Let the record reflect, okay? Never in the history of America being an America have we decided to invite somebody in the White House who don't got nothing to do with it. Social media has become so popular that we'll grab somebody off of TikTok and put them in office. As long as they feel how we feel. This is the era of feelings. If your feelings are slightly offended, the whole world gotta know. When they are your feelings, why do we have to suffer? Because you don't know how to control them.
Right.
They are your feelings. if you can't even put your feelings aside to do a job that is bigger than you, then don't expect us to follow you when you have something to say. We're not going for that. We are American people for a reason. There are more of us than it is you. Please don't get it twisted. If you think for 1 second that everybody, inhumane or otherwise, ain't gonna band together for at least one cause, and it just so happened to be our president, the haterade you drinking, whatever you eating, whatever you drinking, whoever you talking to, whoever you listening to, and whoever telling it, they do not care about what happened to you. Nor do you, for that matter. Because you may have it all, but who's to say it won't be taken from you either?
Right. And have you taken a good look at the protesters?
Yeah.
They don't look like us.
They're starting to wake up. They're starting to wake up. Because everything that he promised them, they see he has not given. So now you have to wonder who's next.
Right.
Who's next? Now you're going to start seeing Confederate flags being flown in the hood. All right, come on. I'm tired of him. So are we. What we going to do?
We going to band together.
What we going to do?
Come on
and
over here, bro. Bring your flag on over
There's
here, bro.
enough smart people in every section that can come together and be like, we ain't going for that. We're not going for that. And there's going to come a time where it's going to get so insane that chaos is going to break out, and so many people are going to be impacted by that, that they ain't going to have no choice but to band together against people that they may have been taught were enemies.
Right.
They're not going to have a choice.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be too many
Black
people.
Panther Party, it'll be the New Panther Party.
It'll be the new Americas. We're not standing for what you think America looks like to you. We know what it looked like, and we gonna fight for it if that's the last thing we decide to do.
Right.
Because we want to live in peace. We don't want to hear about war every other week, about something you didn't start it, about what other worldly person you have talked to, and how you plan on threatening them if they don't give you what you want.
Right.
You got to remember there are countries with far more advanced technology and weaponry than we do. You can't possibly call us the greatest. There's no way we can be the greatest army on the planet if there are armies bigger, stronger, committed. You're not even going to find that many people here to fight for you.
Especially after you have insulted them all.
You are going to start a war that nobody is going to want to partake in because they don't want to follow you. You're starting this war because you have a feeling, not because we have to defend ourselves. Now we have to defend ourselves because of you. And okay. So let's paint this picture then. He starts World War III. Half of America gone. Who are you the president to? You have to be the president of a country, don't you? Which would be America, right?
Right.
If half of America is gone, who is really the president?
He said today that there will never be a World War III.
That's a lie. Because he has feelings. It's not about him. He can say that. But guess what else he said? He said we're going to make America great again. And then take away health care. What?
Right.
When did America not have health care? Since it's been a full 50 states.
Right.
When was there ever a time where you said, you know what? We're not giving y'all no reason to be healthy. We're just gonna give you all the toxic stuff. It don't matter what it is. If you come to the hospital, we can't do nothing for you. There is no hospital if that's the case.
Right. When they pressed him on it, he said, well, Obamacare has never worked. It just never worked. So we're just going to get rid of it. But we'll put something in its place. I just don't know what right now. So we got to wait for you to figure out just what it is you want to put in its place. But for now, you just want to get rid of it. Okay. Okay.
He just mad that it has Obama in the front, like you said earlier.
And I'm like, is there no one advising you, sir?
No, yes, there is.
But they just as stupid as you are.
They are the people that are said afraid.
Well, there you go.
Those are the ones that are afraid.
Yes, Mr. President.
The ones that are willing to tell him anything he wants to hear are the ones that are afraid.
Yeah.
Little do they know, all they have to do is not agree with him, and they can be gone too.
Oh, yeah, in a heartbeat.
See, you can say yes a million times, and one no will leave you out of here.
Yeah, in a heartbeat. Like these attorney generals, in a heartbeat. The new one he put in Virginia, she on her way out too. She just don't know it yet. She's oblivious to it, but she on her way out.
Here's how bad it's getting. You're willing to replace the Department of Education and its representative with a woman who's been on TV with her husband letting other men kiss his ass on TV? What world are we living in? This is the same woman who has a husband that has a lawsuit for sexual assault. Mind you, and I don't even think people know this. If you're not aware of wrestling history, Vince McMahon and Donald Trump are close.
I know.
They've actually been on TV several times together doing business. How weird is it that you put a McMahon in your Department of Education? Because you're close friends with them.
All of his appointees were his close friends or some kind of way, not because they had the expertise in the job.
What do you know? What? Both of your children were on TV with you.
Yeah. So what's she gonna do about it? What can she do about education? Not a doggone thing.
You know what's weird? Wrestling go on like they are not politically involved at just a little bit. Mind you, the COO of the company was sitting side by side with his wife, who is Vince and Linda's daughter. Okay? Meanwhile, it's like, okay, we love wrestling so much, we don't bother to sit down and think, do he even like him? Son-in-law, big man. Do Trump even like him? Enough to have him sit. Do his son-in-law even like Trump, for that matter?
Right.
And if he does, why is it that I guess Trump feels like he can be on TV? He could be on Raw, SmackDown, whatever. Why hasn't he come? I don't know. But Donald Trump has his hands in everything.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that he has to have his hands in everything and be an 8-year-old about it. It's not fair that we have to watch other people decide what's best for us, and they have no idea how we operate out here. We out in the field for real because y'all told us we had to be out here. And now y'all willing to take away the very thing we working hard to keep. What is it that you want us to do?
Right. Well, here's the thought. Okay, so the idea is to make America great again. So maybe he just got to tear it down to the ground in order to make it great again.
That's actually pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. Based on his actions from so far, yeah. I feel like he just wants to get rid of America completely and rebuild it
the way he wanted to
under
look.
the thumb of the Trump administration. If he feels like some people have to stay, then those are the people that'll be spared.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. Y'all do realize this not a third world country, right?
Starting to look like one, but yeah.
Y'all do realize that there are certain things that we got that other third world or otherwise don't got, right? Y'all do understand that he is friends with people that are basically borderline authoritarian. I'm not understanding why tyranny sounds a lot like, what's the word I'm looking for? Tyranny sounds a lot like normalcy. Chaos. For the sake of a personal cause. With everybody not even knowing the repercussions. And realizing that the person that was telling them that everything will be all right was just telling them that so they won't mess everything up.
Right. Twan, I think we need to take a break, take a pause for the cause. Everybody, we will be right back after we take a little break. Cups and your snacks ready. We'll be back. Welcome back, everyone. We're going to get back to what we were talking about. Um, with Trump, I had to pray a lot because I was really saying, Lord, help me, because I had so much hatred for this man.
Yeah.
And then I had to check myself
Right.
because it's not that I hate the man.
Mm,
I hate his actions.
that part.
I hate what he is doing.
Right.
Because I'm not ashamed to say I was a big Apprentice fan. I love me some Apprentice. I'd have my popcorn and I couldn't wait for the OJ's music to come on.
Very
I was
entertaining.
there. I was there for it.
Very entertaining.
But I never knew that he was this way. And maybe something is really, really wrong with him and he wasn't always this way. I don't know. But the fact that we put him in office,
I mean, hey.
But we didn't even want to consider Arnold Schwarzenegger. Come on now. Come on.
And it has gotten to a point.
Come on, you got it. Come on, bring it. Bring it.
It's gotten to a point where people don't even care about what's best for them. They care about what's gonna make them feel better than they were feeling before all the stuff that was bad was happening to them in their life. It's almost like they are looking far beyond
Mm-hmm.
wanting America to operate the way they want it to, or the way they would desire it to, rather.
Right.
And instead, they would rather create a moment out of somebody not having what they need because they have it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we are endorsing hate at this point.
Amen.
There is no love. And if there is love, the only reason why it's love is because they're going to get something from it. There is no love of ingenuity.
Mm-hmm.
There is none. There is nobody genuine enough to say that they really love something and then really show it. Like,
Mm-hmm. And show up for it.
the people that do love, they are shut down by social media and the likes thereof, because now they have to feel like if they're not included in what social media got to say, then whatever they got going on is not important.
Mm-hmm.
We are in a time where nothing is more important than how we feel.
Right.
And if that is the focal point, then let's see how we really feel when health declines to an all new low.
Mm-hmm.
And it's already bad now. We are deemed the laziest country on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
There are no... They put sugar in everything.
Yeah.
They put dyes in everything. And they just started taking the stuff out of that. But
Right.
they're going to replace it with something that's worse.
That's so right.
The question I have for those people that are assuming that governing us is stripping us of our humanity,
Mm-hmm.
what do you get out of that? Do you not have people that are going to be impacted by these decisions that your so-called boss is making? How would you feel if the very thing that made you who you was stripped away from you piece by piece because they felt you didn't need it? Then what?
Right.
You're going to have a problem with that, aren't you? But, I mean, let's put shoes on people who are going to walk in faith,
Mm-hmm.
not who are going to act like faith is something that we don't need.
Right. Well, I mean, it's starting to pinch someone because we have Marjorie Taylor Greene speaking out as a critic against his decision, some of his decisions. And I never thought I'd see that happen.
I'm not going to lie, I'm not very surprised about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a tad surprising. She was his biggest fan, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Year 2, it's on the way. You're going to see a lot of people not like what he's got to do and say. I promise you that. And it's going to be the people that he thought was going to be in his corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you now, Democrats, none of them. Republicans, most of them. Entertainers might be the only ones. And that's because they got this.
The money. And it's all about the money.
And if the ones that are not directly impacted by his presence
Mm-hmm.
and what he has to offer, they are going to become one of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to use their resources to help us fight the system that is broken.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to have an all-out civil war, and I am.
And
here
that's
for
what
it.
he wants.
I'm here for it because he doesn't think he's gonna. He doesn't think he thinks he's gonna win just based off of money alone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you know how to fight? Do you know how to shoot
Because
a
at
gun?
that point, money is not going to matter. Money is not going to
There is
matter.
no amount of money you can put on a human life.
And I want to make this suggestion to anyone who's listening to me. If you are able to, I would suggest that you start putting some money aside in your home, because you never know what may happen, and the cards that we have become accustomed to swiping, those cards won't be working. You're not going to be able to run over there to 7-Eleven and get some money out the ATM. None of that's going to be available to us. So we have got to start almost preparing as if we may have to be in a civil war. We've got to start preparing, and so that we won't be caught off guard.
Yeah.
As we go along, I'll be, just dropping little tidbits that I come across as well. But we have got to get prepared for anything. What's the saying? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
That's right.
That's how we're going to have to start living our lives. And it's nothing that's unlearned or new to us, because as a group of people, we've always had to be this way.
Right.
We just moved on up like the Jeffersons, and we forgot about it. But we know how to do it. It's not gone. We just got to tap back into that, tap back into survival mode.
Yeah.
And we're going to make it.
Oh,
we
yeah.
can get through this. We can get,
Yeah.
black folks can get through anything.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
Anything.
I got a message,
Give it to us.
and I just want people to sit on this. Violence misdirected is chaos. Violence directed is unity. It's different when you are fighting for something that is going to help you after the fighting is over.
Okay.
If we aren't directing our anger towards things that are going to help us as people instead of hurting us as people, then we can help each other fix problems outside of the community, because we will now be traveling in numbers.
Right.
We can all come to the same conclusion that, excuse my language, y'all, but shit ain't right. Poverty is still poverty. That's got to go. We can't even normalize that. Sorry, we're not doing that. We are all about helping people. Poverty
Right.
is not a way to show somebody that there is better out here where you could just show them how to get it. It don't take nothing to help your neighbor. It costs you nothing. What
We've gotten
money?
away from that.
What money are you spending or you coming out of pocket to simply go, you know what, are you okay? Take 2 minutes out of your day to just ask, are you all right?
Mm-hmm. And ask for real.
Right, like for real. Because you want somebody to ask you that. You're going to want somebody to ask you that. Because you may want to have something to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the end of the day, that's what this is called. If you've got something to say,
Let's talk about it.
there we go.
This leads me to our next topic. Over the weekend in Mississippi, there were 4 separate mass shootings after homecoming games. I believe there was a total of 12 or 13 people that lost their lives. And then about 15 or more that were injured. People,
Was it at a college?
college and high school.
What college? And what high school?
Alcorn,
Oh, Alcorn.
and I can't remember, LSU.
Really?
And I can't think of the names of the other ones.
Did they catch you? Was it multiple people? Or was it the same person?
I think in one of the cases it may have been multiple.
Did they catch whoever did all of these shootings aren't connected, are they?
They said that they weren't,
That
but they
I don't
aren't
believe that.
sure. They aren't sure. They
Man.
aren't sure. But
First of all,
yeah,
okay, let's paint that real quick. One happens. All right. I mean, okay. Then the second one. Okay.
in different parts of Mississippi now.
Right. So I'm like, all right, okay. This is in a different area. Whatever. Okay, that 3 though?
4.
No, I'm just
Oh, okay.
the domino effect.
Yeah.
Like, after the third one, you need to be concerned because now what's happening? What's happening? And first of all, the fact that there's even a 4th means that all of that got to be connected. How? Explain how 4 incidences all managed to be shootings in the same state. Tell me that.
I don't know.
Tell me that. Man, listen. And the news talk about all kind of people getting killed in Richmond, Virginia, but they don't explain 4 people getting killed in one day.
And then,
Or
we
just
had,
in a span
and
of a
then
few
in
days.
South Carolina, we had 2.
See, okay. Now, what do you think is going on here? You think everybody has gotten word that healthcare finna get taken away, or that SNAP finna go? Or was this prior to those happening? Because whatever's happening, it is happening in a rapid
they had
rate.
already been hinting to. Well, of course, we knew healthcare has been up in the air,
Right.
and I believe they had already been hinting towards the SNAP changing.
Okay.
But with so many people losing their jobs, and when people are stressed, they drink.
Or do other things that might not benefit them.
When people are stressed and bills got to be paid, then they've got to get money. They got to tap into money some kind of way.
That's true.
It's not, all money is not good money.
Very true.
So people make choices that lead to different avenues
Right.
that bring about violence.
Yeah.
I've always said the bullet doesn't have a name on it.
Never does.
It's going to go where it's going to go.
It hit or it hit.
So my thing, when I heard about this, I was angry because I'm like, okay, Trump wants to he wants to deploy the Marines into Democratic cities as part of his revenge tour, but also because of the crime being out of control and whatnot. And the governors in the cities say that the crime is, now up. They can handle the crime and everything. It's not needed and whatnot. But Mississippi, when things like this happen, it's kind of hard to say that crime is not an issue.
Right. When crime is the first thing you decide to do
Right.
when shit doesn't decide to go how you want it to.
Exactly.
But that's taught though. And that's the messed up part about all of this. There's nothing telling them to go do it. Why would they go do it?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told them to, or they thought it was okay because somebody told them it was. See, we don't influence ourselves to do anything. We have the biggest influence.
We do what
on the
we
planet.
know.
Right.
And this is the problem.
Right.
This is the problem. Learn behavior.
Exactly.
It's got to stop.
We have to
If
shift the
we
direction.
want to be taken seriously,
Yeah.
if we want people to treat us differently, how can we even think that they are going to begin to treat us anything that we're not betraying ourselves as a group of people when stuff like this happens?
Well,
What do they say? Oh, see, I told you that's why I'm putting these Marines out here because they're out of control. They're like he said about black children.
Mm-hmm.
They're animals. They were born to kill. They're not going to amount to anything. And then you come out here and you're shooting up all over the place and you're killing people. One 11-year-old got shot in the leg. Some kids lost their lives and whatnot because they went to a homecoming game.
Did they lose
So-
that homecoming game?
I'm not sure.
Because people don't like losing. That's a part of feeling. We're still in the feelings era.
Okay, so if
shame
you
is a
don't
feeling.
like losing, go home and shoot yourself.
No.
Don't shoot everybody else.
No.
That I have a problem with that.
No.
I really do. Why is it? Why is it that mass shootings even exist? If you want to die and you have decided that you can't take it no more, you want to leave this world, you ready to go. Why do you go in a place where there are a lot of people and you take those people with you as well? Why?
Yeah.
Why not just take yourself? Why you got to take folks with you?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, again.
Not that we normally do that. And the mass shooting thing, we don't usually go for that a lot. But this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Listen, here's what we gotta understand. You have the internet.
Glamorizing it.
You take the internet away, what do you think they are going to learn? The internet is a dopamine hit of all dopamine hits. It is worse than doing actual drugs. Proven study. Getting on your phone is the first thing almost anybody do before they do any drug. As long as somebody is able to pick up their phone and alter how they see the world around them, they are going to think shit is normal. And there's nothing that we can do about that because social media has a habit of being used in a way that could benefit the greater good.
Right.
But
And see, I
because-
listened to this
Right.
story.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it online or anything or on social media, but there was said that there were videos showing dead people on the
You
ground
see
and
what I mean?
whatnot.
You see what I mean?
And I'm like,
Why does
folks done lost their damn mind
why
out
does
here.
a person dying have to be documented?
Right.
You
So
see
there's
what
no
I'm saying?
there is no dignity. There's no moral respect.
No.
There's no integrity.
So
There's no moral compass. There's none of this stuff exists anymore.
That goes back to my point. Now, if we are going to go out here and change anything,
Mm-hmm.
we need to change the things that influence us the most. The music,
Mm-hmm.
the internet, what we put on it. Because that's the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
What we put on it. What you're willing to put on it so people can listen.
Right.
Because if the message isn't clear, they're going to take it how they see it. If you ain't talking about unity, then they cool with that. The streets ain't never been about that.
Mm-mm.
Never. And the one time it was like that, look what happened. They put drugs in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And you said the right thing. They put drugs in it. Because we didn't. Pookie and Ray Ray were on the corner with the lab kit.
They found out about it and went to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that finds out about it, go get it.
Yeah.
But if you make it, what you gonna find out about? You are the manufacturer.
Yeah.
And we are the lab rats.
If you make it, they will come. So where do we start?
Anything man-made, they're not gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not gonna make sure it's illegal either.
Right.
They'll catch you with it, but they not gonna take it off the street though.
Mm-mm.
They just gonna lock up everybody that got it on them and think that's gonna solve the problem. When you're gonna find more people that they have influence to do the same shit. Take it then. You don't need that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Take cocaine, what they gonna talk about? Take the dope, what they gonna talk about? Take the pills, what they gonna talk about? Now we gotta force these motherfuckers to be sober. What you gonna do? Oh, I know what's funny. Say they do take the drugs away.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're gonna give people a reason to go to the hospital and take the drugs that they giving them.
Oh, they ain't giving out much at the hospital
And
because they've been doing that.
And that's only if you qualify, because they still gonna do that. But see, if you take the drugs that make people feel good away, what you gonna give them to the point where they won't do something to resort to stealing it?
Mm-hmm. True.
How about you give them what they need? Morale is better than a paycheck. Because that morale is going to pay off in the form of appreciation. And you can have all the money you want at that point. Because you have done a job that is higher than you. It's bigger than you.
Right.
It's about more than you. At this point, anything you decide to have a cause for should be bigger than you. The hospital don't want you to get healthy. They there for a paycheck just like we had our jobs to get a damn paycheck.
Yeah.
They just had to go to school to get... They had to get a certificate to say, I can barely do my job. And then go work at that job that gave them, or that they, the field that they are in. They can go get said job to do that very thing, which is not know a lot. They just know enough to get the job done. Not know how to help people.
Right.
Why create a hospital if you're not there to help people? Now, you can hire people that know how to help people. You're going to hire people that know how to help people. But the idea of a hospital was never to help people. Because why are you prescribing them drugs that they going to get addicted on?
And they're going to have to go from drug to drug to drug to drug to drug.
Whole time you introduced them to it. They're not even an addict on their own accord.
Yeah.
Toxicity is crazy when it's in different forms. Poison come in different forms. And it has come in the form of the thing that American people like the most. Entertainment. And everything relative to it. It is tainting the very way we can enjoy shit without there being something hidden in the grass.
So, how do you think we could even begin to fix our community?
We have to take away the things that we find that we have to take away the tangible things that we find more important than life itself.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. But do you think adults can change?
Of course, anybody can change, but your
Do you
perspective on
think-
that change varies on what you have seen change do for you.
Okay, I'm piggyback on that. So, you think you can go into a housing development
Mhm.
and that community, the people in that community, you can get them to change and to think a different way?
Yep.
How do we do it?
Okay. Well, for
Taking
starters,
one community at a time. How do we go about that?
we have to know exactly what influences them the most. And regulation starts there.
Mm-hmm.
If the first thing they do is pick up their phone,
Mm-hmm.
ain't no Wi-Fi in this house. Or if it's a like a rec center or something where people can
Turn
just
the
come.
Wi-Fi off.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Give them a reason to start talking. Because then they're gonna be like, man, you trying to be. I mean, if you leave, you leave.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, and you can come back as long as you want to. But I'm telling you, the more you hold that phone, the less you disconnect from your neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Your neighbor don't even got nothing to do with you, so why not talk to him?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to talk to him because you don't know him. Okay, so get to.
Right.
Y'all may have something in common. We are all here for the same reason. We just want to live happily,
Exactly.
peacefully,
Exactly.
successfully. Why do you feel like you're the only one that deserve that? Let somebody else have a piece of the pie too.
Mm-hmm.
We all here for the same reason. We want what we want because it is safer than not getting what we want, and it benefiting us to the point where we have to struggle to even breathe.
Right.
It shouldn't have to be that way. We shouldn't have to struggle to raise our kids because healthcare is too high.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't have to struggle to raise our kids because you putting shit in our food, and now every other child within a 50 to 100 mile radius got autism.
Right.
Every child got autism now. I don't understand that. There was a time when autism was rare.
Mm-hmm.
It was known, but it was rare.
Rare. Yeah.
Not every child
And
has a
that's
symptom.
a lot of it are children of color. Children of color
Right.
that have autism.
And they connected autism to Tylenol. What?
I don't believe that, but
What?
that's another show. That's another show. Yes. So I think we're getting ready to go to a break right now. But don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Welcome back, y'all. Well, thank you all for joining us this evening. It has been a blast. We've covered a lot of stuff. I do encourage you to just reach out to me. You can reach out to me on Facebook. It's Angela Canty Ingram. I would love to hear from you. I am serious about trying to do something to make a change for our community. Change starts with us. We can't expect them to come save us.
Yes, it does.
What about you?
Be kind to one another. Be kind to yourself. And let's go out here and do something for us, by us, so that we can be us. Authenticity is a plus.
All right.
Let's get it, y'all.
All right. Peace. Y'all have a fantastic week. Can't wait to talk to you again. Peace.
Job. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting some